Welcome to the first tutorial. Now we will see the most basic features like making a simple meta model and a simple model. In the left sidebar we can insert elements into the graph or into the logical structure. For example, now I'm making a class. The class now is empty. It has 0 attributes, 0 reference and operation, so it is kind of dull. I can make an attribute here, for example. Now the class have an attribute. Let's make a couple of class. Okay, now this is saying me that class 1 already exists, so his name was automatically changed to class 2 to avoid naming conflict. I made another class and it's saying the same. Now let's make a few instances of them. Now I'm inside the model, and since I defined the three classes, I can make instances of them. If I may create other classes, they will be shown here, and if I rename them, they will be renamed there as well. For example, let's call this house. Okay, now his name changed. Let's make instances of them. Okay, class 2 and class 3 have no attributes, nothing to show. As you can see in the meta model, they are basically empty. Only house have an attribute 1, that is a string. Let's rename it. Let's make address. And we see his name changed. Now let's fill some class. Let's make a human with at least a name. That it's a string is fine. And let's make a reference for the house. That let's make the reference point to the human, and they are the resident. Now we have a reference to the humans, and the human now have a field called name, and class 3 is still empty. Now to set the value of the reference, we must right click, go here. The red things are things working on it. They are on the to-do list, and these have upper bound 1, so I can only fill one value, and there is no value currently. Now let's change this. I want to set an upper bound, a different upper bound, for example to 5. And now it is telling me that the residents of a house can be at most 5. Currently they are 0. Let's set the resident with the index number 2 to that human. Now we can see that this reference is not empty anymore. There is an object linked here, but I can also revert things back and delete it. And now it is empty and it is not linked. Let's change it back. Okay, let's fill a name for the human, for example. Okay, and it is updated to his name to make it more recognizable. Now when I try to link a class, there is a green circle around it because his type is human, so it must target human instances, and they are both human instances, but this is a house instance. It cannot refer to itself because it is not a human. And class 3 is not a human header. Even if I click, it will refuse the link, but humans are fine. Okay, now let's fill class 3, for example, with the identity card. that should have